Car number TN09BPW1.
Oh, this is the Indian Terminator, right?
Yeah, and this is Indian Terminator.
I've seen gifs of this. What?
He's got magnet hand. He's like Magneto. Whoa.
Oh!
Whoa.
Wait, that didn't stop him?
Wait a minute.
That didn't stop him? He got T-boned and he's still chill. Like, look at that! This guy is, I love this. I love this so much.
Whoa.
Yeah, oh my God! Through the whole bus. What does he know that we don't? Oh my God, he planned that! He planned that! He knew!
I love how they just like filmed this with real traffic, by the way. This is like, they're actually in traffic. They don't close the roads off completely.
Are you kidding me? Is this where he... Jean-Claude? It's happening!
Oh, that was a CG person there.
There we go.
That person was computer generated.
Wait, so this guy's on the other side. Oh my God! Oh, that's incredible.
That sequence is pretty crazy. A lot of the visual effects is right there to enhance and highlight the extreme wire work and rigging work that's done constantly. Because every single time you see someone midair, you see a car floating for a second, like 99% of that stuff is being done with like cranes and rigs and wires. That's what I love about these scenes is the scale. Like literally, there's swinging cars around
with people in the cars,
with people
while they're
with cables.
So a ton of the VFX work has gone into painting those wires and those cranes and rigs out. It's an invisible effect.
So let's break down some of the actual technical things going on in this scene.
His head turning around backwards is a motif in this film. Generally, every time they're doing it, what they're doing is they're actually doing a green screen plate of the actual actor turning around.
Right there looks like a green screen plate.
Yeah.
That's a real face we're looking at right now. You can see like right over the brow above the eyes here, the specular highlights are right there, and it looks like a real face. But then we cut away, and then we cut back to him, and now it looks like a plastic face.
It looks CG.
It looks CG because you can actually see a little bit of that feathering along the edge of like the top of his head. It's like a soft edge.
Yeah.
My son Chitty Babu to come on the stage.
These are both the same actor here.
That's not the same guy.
Yeah, it's the same actor actually.
What?
It's all about this inventor who creates a robot with his likeness.
They look kind of different enough that I wasn't able to tell it was the same person.
Same.
And they're doing a really, really classic technique, which is using motion-controlled camera rigs. But it's allowing them to replicate the same shot twice, basically pull an actor from one footage and put it in the other, while having a moving camera.
You have the background of both different shots with the person in different spots match up exactly. Motion control was invented for Star Wars because they had to do all these different passes of like the backgrounds and all the different spaceships. And now with computers, you can like program it in. You can just do the same move over and over again. You see it in lots of movies. The one I really liked was from the movie Limitless. Oh, but look at that. He's hugging himself. How
do they do that?
How are they doing that?
It's a guy in a suit that is not the actor, and then they're simply doing a head replacement.
Okay.
That's really flawless.
That's pretty good.
For as goofy as like the physics are in a lot of these action sequences, there's a lot of legit visual effects work that's done really well in this piece. Oh!
Whoa, okay. Hold up. What? Okay.
That's awesome. It looks legit. Oh man.
What?
Wow. Just wow.
Dude, this is like Katamari from hell.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Dude.
What? This is, dude.
How imaginative is this?
May I come in?
Yeah, this stuff doesn't look so realistic. It seems ridiculous, and it's like, okay, this is crazy, but okay, if you had to film a scene where 50 robot dudes turn into a giant ball and beat everyone up, like, how do you actually go about planning and executing that sequence?
Because the moment they go into the sphere, obviously this is all computer generated.
Super solid job on the lighting, matching the lighting to that CG ball.
And then the heads all spin around. So they obviously have a really high resolution photo scan of his head.
There's a million things going on here, which are pretty cool.
Several different plates of people getting pulled by wires. And then they combine them all and then transition to the 3D elements of them forming into the sphere.
So all the head plates there.
All legit. Oh my God.
We thought those were CG. All the faces are practical.
Face is the one thing that when you make fake, people tend to notice. All the other stuff you can make fake and really realistic.
They actually have a giant wire ball that they use to film these shots, which is exactly how I would do this as well too. It's like, if I have to do a whole sequence with a giant ball, I need a giant ball there to film.
And then they're running him through for lighting reference. So Ren, you see this ball right here that he's holding? What is that ball doing?
So it's literally just reference for the visual effects artists later to figure out what sort of lighting the scene has. What a sphere shows you really well is the direction of a light and the intensity of that light from that direction. It's kind of hard just to create that stuff from scratch without knowing what it should look like.
A lot of the robots are CG in this, but there's an actual child in this robot costume.
They crammed a kid in there?
Crammed a kid in this. Look, see where the head has to be?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The unsung hero is that kid. So we are only scraping the surface here of awesome